No anime review planned this week because I discovered an interesting topic that came up last week, and I've decided it's time to talk about it. Because if I can do one thing, it's talk. And that's about all I can do. So cue title scene. This past week it was revealed, actually it might have been revealed before that, but I wasn't paying attention, that Toonami, the anime block that airs on Saturday nights, is going through a change. And if anyone was watching on Saturday night, as I was, we saw what that change was. We lost the 11:30 time slot, and I think everything like after 3:30 or something went away. And obviously, I don't stay up that late because I have a job and all this other stuff, and so I just usually turn the TV on and clock out and let it just go on from there. But a lot of people had mixed feelings about this. Does this mean Toonami's dying again? Does this mean something big is on this way? Does this mean the Cartoon Network is kind of going the turn like what Nick did with Legend of Korra, where they're just deciding we're only going to cater to children and stuff? And to be perfectly honest, I think everything's going to be fine. The thing is that if you asked me this a week ago, I'd say, yeah, it's probably on its way out. But when I was doing my research into this topic before, I found on Saturday night everything on Toonami was trending on Twitter. A lot of people were getting interested, and the premiere of Kill La Kill brought in a lot of people. Apparently, this was like one of the highest watched half hours of the 12:30 on a Saturday night, which is a weird time slot, in a long time. So, realistically, I don't think anything's going away. Also, contracts will keep the shonens running probably for another year, I guess. So even if things go bad, everything's still covered for a while. No need to worry there. And again, if Kill La Kill keeps bringing in new audiences and more popularity starts up, that'll convince the big wigs to give it more time slots, and realistically we'll probably see the 11:30 come back. And who knows, if things go further from there, they start actually putting on some new shows instead of just bringing back all the shonens. Maybe they might even get the 11 one. Here's hoping, but I'm not too convinced either way. But here's the thing. Even if Toonami dies again, does it really matter? And let me make something clear. I remember Toonami. It's a part of my childhood. It was cool to see it come back. And it was nice to see some series I wouldn't bother following online get put on TV for my viewing pleasure. But the thing is, realistically, it turns into a question. Now, everyone posts the question, since most anime fans just watch it online, does it matter if it's on TV? I think we gotta ask the more general question. Is TV starting to become irrelevant? I mean, let's think about this for a minute. Nick ditched Legend of Korra. We were all angry and we thought that was a stupid move to make, just put it online. But it still got popular. It was still being watched a lot and it got a lot of views, and realistically I think it might have even done better online than it did on TV, because obviously you can just watch it whenever you want. And that's the thing about watching something online. Why should I be home and awake at 12:30 to watch Kill La Kill when I can just watch it online whenever I want? Why do I have to be at home for a certain time slot to watch the new Durarara season when I can just click on it in 20 minutes? And that's sort of where TV's going. Plus commercials are getting out of control, and that's always annoying. And the thing is, you're just seeing that more and more. I know a lot of people who like shows like I do, like Walking Dead, Arrow, Flash. They're not watching them on TV, they watch them on their laptops. Hell, they buy them on iTunes. They can bring it with them on a plane, for God's sakes. And that's just sort of where this whole medium is going. The thing is that as the internet becomes more widespread and in our hands, the need for networks and channels and all that just kind of becomes more and more irrelevant as this goes on. That's why you're seeing such a big push to put shows like Daredevil and House of Cards on things like Netflix. Even Hulu's got original programming now, just because that's where the audiences are going. And also, when you put something online, you don't have to buy up airtime, you don't need as many sponsors, so you can really just do whatever you want. Shows like Big Bang Theory, NCIS need to appeal to the most general audiences possible. But you can have intelligent political things in House of Cards, knowing full well it's going to turn some people off and might not even appeal to a good portion of people because it's not as expensive because you don't need the airtime. The people who like it will seek it out and they'll watch it whenever they want, and the same goes for anime. Anime, for those of you who aren't maybe that familiar or just haven't realized this, a lot of anime are very specific which the audience they're trying to get. I mean, obviously they want to get as many viewers as possible. That's just the way the entertainment industry works. But there are a lot crazier ideas and a lot more bizarre things that most Americans just don't go for because, well, when Americans watch TV, a lot of times they just kind of watch the same things over and over. And don't get me wrong, there will always be a need for channels and networks and all that stuff. But it's like with the music industry. Once downloading and stuff like that started showing up, things like CDs and albums started losing relevancy. But they adapted, and that's what these networks and channels are going to have to do. Realistically, going into the future, we are going to see more things just go online, and more things on general networks will probably A, start losing their quality, and B, will most likely just be continuing the trend of like appealing to the most people possible. So I think even though, yeah, it is annoying to see us anime fans lose a little bit of our traction on television, I don't really think there's a lot here to worry about. Will I still continue to watch Toonami till I fall asleep each Saturday? And do I think it's bad that people just refuse to give it a chance because it's different? Yes. But this is the way television's going, and hey, gotta get on the bandwagon. But what do you think? In the comments section below, give me your thoughts on the Toonami thing, or whatever you think of this subject, because, well, it's a topic we're all going to have to start talking about sooner or later. And as always, click to like and click to subscribe, because I'm not going away.